Let's see if you're capturing the audio. I got audio. Talk a little bit. Oh, yeah. You can hear that breathing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Welcome to Monday Night League, Part 4. Part 4?
Part 4, yeah.
A little review of what's been happening. Deme has put in the chat the bonus voting poll, so anyone can get a jump on that one. But first, let's pull in what's been happening. Where is the league? What have we been doing recently? We had a banger Friday.
Oh yeah. The triple threat.
Triple threat. Yep. All the games. I'm gonna bring up a quick. Oh geez, that's not it. A quick synopsis of where the teams are.
Yeah. If Mike knew how to use PowerPoint, this would actually work.
Dude, if I spent any time on this, yeah. All right. Yeah. So we have a little bit of movement, but also a little stagnation in the winnings right now. We got Brother Bear undefeated currently, only team left to stand, and we have Tom Holland picked up their first loss, and Rubber Duckies they won, right? They didn't have their first loss. So we have a three-way tie for second at this point, with Let 'em Cook, middle of the pack there, 1 and 2, and then we got 15 Fast and Bunyan Bandits, 0 for 3, which is tough to watch. But
it's kind of tough. The teams at the bottom are really, really at the bottom. I mean, they really just haven't looked great.
They have not.
But the teams in the middle of the pack, I feel like any of them could take a game off Brother Bears.
Definitely, and I think it's like we've been saying with all these games, it's there's no one clear way these are winning, right? Like everyone's kind of winning, through different lanes or through different win conditions each game. So we're seeing a lot of variety. So I don't think that it's not like, oh, we're going up against this mid laner, it's over. I think every game has been very, very circumstantial.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that I always love about the Rec League. Like it changes as the season goes on. At the beginning of the season, one team's like, "Look, we're playing for top lane," and then they realize, "Hey, we're 0-4. That ain't working." So they start looking for the bot lane, and then all of a sudden they start winning games. So it changes.
It changes. So let's just talk through quick the first game of Friday night. It was Brother Bear versus Bunyan Bandits. This game, I think you and Bubba cast it. I was prepping for the game, but we were watching it. We had Pierre on the Maokai was that was the top lane tank versus JCam set. That was a fun little matchup to watch. And then we had what was it? It was Vel Cosby versus P Rob in the mid lane. Akali versus Annie. That was a little spicy.
Vel Cosby subbed in.
Yeah. Vel Cosby subbing in.
He was problematic.
Yes. But then also the Zaire, Among Us Pizza, he was the carry, right? He was the Caitlyn with 20 kills.
Yes,
little crazy. Little ran away with the game there.
That gets really stupid when she's ahead.
Yeah. And especially the Blitzcrank Caitlyn of that game was a little insane. What's next? The next game was your boy Tom Holland versus Rubber Duckies. Rubber Duckies were able to get the win on this one. We had a jungle sub yet again. Lazy, not able to make it, so we had Orion sub in. The Pantheon jungle didn't do it for us. But then the bot lane of Al and Thel was a little insane. Kaisa Seraphine, just no way to get in. Really punished our bot lane.
And it's kind of been their thing for the season. Al has done... He is a force to be reckoned with.
He is.
Not had a bad game this season.
I hope no one's sleeping on Al, because he is doing that. If he ever wants to bring that into duo queue, that would be cool. And then the last game was the late game. I think the record latest Rec League game of the season. It's 11:30 to 12:30.
it was
we
brutal.
we were just like, I know I rewatched the cast and we're just yawning the whole time. Like we were just
Dude, I was so tired. I had a coffee at 7 o'clock and it just gave up.
It was a good time. But that was, what was that? There's a sub in for Squid Demon, and it was Generations R. Generations Ryan.
Player.
Yep, and he kind of was the carry on the ADC, so that was good to see. Him come in and take over, but not that hard against Bean. Let's be honest.
Yeah, there's definitely much more difficult bot lane matchups he could have had to play against. Like, that's a blessing.
And that was the Provoker top lane special of just whacking you under tower until you submitted. And unfortunately, Vagoon did not submit. He kept up a fight. So they're able to.
That really is, I think, the number 1 and number 2 top laners in the league, right there.
That's debatable, but no, that's very good. And like, it's just tough that it wasn't an even matchup. Like when you see 2 good top laners, you want to see them fight and trade in lane and whatnot. But it was just so one-handed that you're playing for like lane, I guess, like game state, not really in lane. But great play from both.
Yeah, it was a great weekend for games. Super impressed. Very thankful that we managed to get all 3 games done, because I know there was some struggle.
There's some struggle, but I think we're working good, and we're finding subs pretty quickly, which is always good. And I think we don't have any more scheduled at this point, right? We're chilling for now.
What do you mean, games?
Yeah, I don't think we have. We don't have a game on the horizon of like today or end of this week. I don't think.
They should start scheduling after today for this weekend. But yeah,
but
we didn't have a Monday night game because everyone played Friday.
But we are up to schedule, right? No one's lagging behind, so that's always good.
Yeah, love to see it.
All right, and so I guess with that, what are your thoughts? So Freshie announced this week the mid-season invitational, a little mini tournament. I didn't think to bring up the rules of that or go over that again, but I'm sure the VOD is there for anyone that isn't up to the know on Freshie's announcement there. But essentially, we're going to be doing a one weekend tournament where the top 4 teams, I believe, are going to be facing off in a single elimination matchup. A little bit of a prize pool on the line, so hope that is fun. And then also a meme game. A little, I think, undecided what that's going to be, but maybe something wacky and special.
There have been some potential discussions about just taking a 5-stack and sending them into flex queue and seeing if they can get a win. So just a 5-stack playing until they get a dub in flex queue.
Just put them in purgatory. Just keep them there until they can win. It'd be like the next Mr. Beast challenge. Just, how long can you stay in this 5-stack?
All right, so you ready to get into All-Star Game voting?
Yeah, we can get into the voting. All right, so those watching at home, you can follow the poll that Deme put in the chat and is elsewhere. And if anyone is watching this that doesn't know anyone, good luck. But you can put down names for the stream. I gotta try and add in a little application here.
We're gonna see if Mike is capable of functioning OBS.
I don't know how to use computers.
I'm excited.
Oh, wrong one.
Yep, that's Discord.
Oh, jeez. No.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know how to.
Oh, jeez.
This is tough. How about? Oh, that's audio. Oh God. We got. What a different. Oh, that. How about this display? Oh, geez. Now we're in it. Oh, there we go. Look at. See, this is just easy.
Yeah. There it is. Huge.
Whatever. Good enough. All right. Here's the poll. So this went out. What was it? 2 weeks ago? Last week? With voting for people to be put into an all-star game as well as a meme game. So the point of this is to get a little showcase, a little specialty match, so that it's I guess overall like high quality game, and just a fun way to see how people mesh together, and play together. So we're going to be voting per role 4 players to get into it. So I'm assuming this is going to be top 2 are going to be, 2 people with the most votes in each role are going to be red side, blue side. And then if someone can't make it, that, next highest will be invited in. And then it'll, go from there. So just a 1-game scrim.
Yeah. And let's get into it. Top lane. Mike, you have personal experience with.
I got personal experience in the top lane, and I think what you just said, that Provoker and Bygoon, top 2 top laners in the league. I stand by that, and personally, I'm throwing my name in as the 3rd person I want to nominate. Selfishly, caster bias, but I think that's a good number of top laners. So, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I would say Pierre's also a good write-in for 3rd. I think that man has just been so problematic for people to deal with just because of his very unique champion pool, the Singed.
Yes, the Singed. It's a menace.
It is, and he's got a really unique playstyle of drawing so much pressure to top lane, and I think that really allows his bot lane to be successful since there's a lot of options for Twix to go for, and having Twix being able to open up for that bot lane and let Pierre draw pressure, I think he's been a very big win con for that team.
Definitely, and that is the fun factor of top lane is that you can play it so many different ways. And Pierre loves the chasing game of I'm either 0-5 Scion and you have to deal with me, or I'm just a Singe running around in your jungle and good luck catching me.
And just a quick aside, we're going to go into the what do we got from the chat? Commander. We got some people saying Commander, weak side Warriors OP. Yeah. I mean, look, Commander's had a great season. It's just he plays a very different role on his team compared to some of these other top laners we talked about.
And I also think top lane, I think of this league is the most even lane. There really isn't that much rank discrepancy or skill discrepancy. So I think it's hard to pick a top couple, but if I'm picking, I'm always going to pick myself.
I get that.
So we'll skip the question 2 and we'll go right to the jungle role. What are your thoughts going into the jungle?
I think this is super straightforward for the first 2. I think number 3 is going to be a tougher one, but Paradox and Twix. I think Paradox has absolutely run over the league.
Yes.
He came in like a tornado. This man came in and just started stomping people left and right. And he's the easiest number 1 for me.
And I had Paradox Twix as my easy one too. Is Twix the meta abuser, using anything that's broken right now? Waiting for Demonic to go away so that he can play some real champs.
For real.
And then as far as the 3rd pick, I think that's tough because I think the pack of junglers really closes up. And I've been very excited how well Just for Fun has been doing. I want to put him on here, and I'm conflicted if I should. But I might just send it. Because
for me, the number 3 is between him and Blondie. I think Blondie has been the only shining light on that team. Yeah. I mean, he's struggling to keep that team together.
little backhanded compliment, but yeah. I think Blondie is a great pick, but I think I'll put some respect on Just for Fun of how well. I think we all had very low expectations. I think he's been doing very well. So for that, I'll give him the props and put him in there.
Respect that.
For mid lane, I think is another role where it's pretty condensed as far as how well all the players are and how well they're doing. But I think you just have to respect Alpha. I think he's in my top 3. And then I think P-Rob when he's playing mid lane, I think definitely over all else.
We're not even in the same field.
Really?
Yeah. So I had my number 1 as Luca. So
really?
The mid laner for Pierre's team. And then I had my number 2 as Perfect Johnny, and number 3 is Vel Cosby.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. See, that's tough. Because there's been too many games. But I feel like I haven't seen Luka gameplay or haven't watched it that closely, so I don't have a big opinion on it. But my 3 was gonna be Velkosby. I think he's been doing well. And Johnny, I'll do caveat. Johnny plays well. Didn't he miss one of the 3 games I think so far? So for those reasons, for
those reasons,
I'm out. Yeah. Sorry, but you got to play to be nominated. That's my stance. I don't know.
He missed the game too.
No, true. But I feel like I want to see Alpha play in the showcase, so I'm putting him.
That's fair. It's fair. ADC, I feel like 1 and 2 are pretty straightforward as well.
If you're not putting this boy down, what are you doing, right?
I disagree for
really. Oh yeah. I guess I haven't really been, labeling them 1, 2, 3, but
I think Zer is absolutely, without a doubt, the best AD in the league. That man is a brick wall in the bot lane. I think Al has been very good, but he's absolutely number 2 to Zer for me.
All right. Well, I think I'm swapping. I swapped them. I got more respect on Al. Knew him longer. That whole deal. But I think they're both very good, and I'd be Ronald's overrated. That's fine. But I think those would be great. 2 great ADCs to see in the matchup. So I'm excited. I think they're the standouts. But who's number 3? Who is the ugly duck of this?
So my number 3 was Scuttler, and it was really hard for me between. Okay, I don't want judgment on this one because Squid only played a few games, but between Squid and Scut, I think both of them have been phenomenal. I think Scuttler's kind of been the carry for your team.
I agree, and I think it's between those two, and I'm leaning more towards Scuttler also. His last performance, very questionable. But I think before that, definitely the carry potential, and especially just versus the other ADCs of the league. We got Bean and Jordan. Those are a tier below. So I think I think those are 2 good champs. Can't go wrong. But I'm gonna go with Scuttler.
Yeah, 100%.
And then
I think support number 1 is easy, right? I mean, Young Nugget.
You're going Young Nugget number 1, best overall.
100%
really? Best
overall support in the league. Absolutely.
I think he's up there and he's good. I think I put respect on Bubba's name here. I feel like he's all around just like of champ pool diversity best. But I've been liking the Nugget. So I'll put him in my top 3.
See, I had Bubba number 2, and just hear me out on this one. I think on his team he performs a different role, and
True.
I think Soul Nugget has actually just been straight carrying.
True.
For you guys.
No, definitely. He has
bot lane with Soul Nugget, and they would win lane.
Yeah. No, he's a very solid support. And even like we've been joking at, and we played like one flex match where he was like level 2 top lane as Thresh. It's like, what are you doing up here? But he's just supporting the boys. So definitely a good all around support. Number 3, I think. I don't know. I could go a couple different ways with this. If you go by scoreline, Jimothy's on here, I think. But if you go by like flashiness,
it's Thel, right? It's Thel.
It's Thel. So I think that's tough. I think this is where like the nuance of support is very tough to like recognize people and like know when is it the support's fault, when is it the ADC's fault, when is it the jungler's fault. So I think it's tough. Flashy does equal good, Len. Let's
flashy equals good.
Yeah. And this is a showcase, so we want to see flashy. But
we're here for the Thel Flash QR on Morgana, like inting, but for the play.
Definitely. So I'll put Mr. Thel down there.
Yeah, I'm putting Thel down.
And, you know, again, this is just like top 3, you know, my personal opinion, Deme's opinion. You guys can put whoever, you know, you guys are feeling, and, you know, we'll aggregate all these votes, and, you know, whoever's there at the top will be able to play in the All-Star game. So best of luck to everyone. I think, you know, everyone's been doing pretty well in the season so far, and the games have been pretty great so far. A lot of opportunity for people to show up, which has been great.
There's a lot of caster bias in the chat, and
hey, that's fine.
All I'm gonna say here, very straightforward. Silver is silver.
It is.
And now we can go on to
now the memes. Now the memes come in, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So now this one, I don't see this as a honor. I think this is a punishment.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I hope my name doesn't get put down for the meme game. So. And I think we'll get a whole cast of characters in this one. But who are you signing up for?
So my obvious choice for this one is J-Cam and Liquid Recklats.
I also had Recklats on here. I think was it Recklats? I don't know. I think he's due for
REK.
I think he's due for some memes in his life.
Yeah,
getting out jungle by Bronzy. That's enough.
Bro, watching just for fun out jungle Recklats has to be the highlight of the season.
That is a highlight right there. And then who else? I'm putting down the boy Timothy with the J. Oh geez,
Jim Tony.
Jim Tony.
Mike.
Jim Tony.
Jim Tony is just.
It is.
You know what? If his name was Jim Tony, I absolutely would have put him number 3 for support.
Exactly. That one with the quick McCaster drink.
Yeah, my thought process behind J-Cam and Recklats, and I'm just going to say I was between Recklats and Frogshawn. I want to choose the people with the absolute lowest ability to handle stress. I want to see the most tilted players. And I know the moment Recklats gets behind, it's everyone else's fault.
As it always is.
As it always is. And I know when J-Cam gets behind, it's always the jungler's fault. So if I get J-Cam and Recklats on the same team, it's ideal.
Yeah. So I think that'll be good. And I think what's also going to be great is just seeing I want to see the vote dispersion on this, and then how the teams are made, because this isn't by role. We don't even know what the rules of the game are yet. This is just people we want to get in there.
If I was playing in the league, I would vote for myself, because I just want the worst possible mental. I want the most tiltable team on earth.
Yeah, everyone just vote Deme. Just get him in there. The write-in.
Jesus. Oh my god.
All right. Well, for me, that's a submit. Easy.
Easy submit there. Do we want to talk about next week's matchups?
Yeah, we can. About it. Where is there a schedule somewhere?
Yeah, it's under scheduling, and then it's the pinned post.
All right, hold on. Get it up.
Yeah, we've 15 Fast has a bye this week, so I can say that Recklats will go undefeated this weekend.
Oh, that's too many numbers. That's not gonna work.
Oh my goodness.
You don't have the team names in here. This is messed up.
I do have the team names in there.
This is so much. So much.
We got Rubber Duckies versus Tom Holland. Wait, no. Sorry. We've got Tom Holland versus Let Him Cook.
Right. What week are we? Is this week 3? No, this is week 4.
Week 5.
Week 5. Whoa, 5 already. Jeez, we're already done.
Yeah.
All right. So what did you say this first game is? Let Him Cook versus Tom Holland. That's
you versus Bean.
This is me versus Provoker. All right, that's what this is.
True.
So I think that'll be a good matchup. I think like top lane, jungle, and mid lane. I think definitely a good matchup. And then we'll just crush their bot lane. We don't have to talk about that.
Scuttler and Soul, I mean, that's kind of a free win for them.
Easy.
So it really is about how well your top side can hold on.
Yeah. So the next game, 6 versus 3, we got the Bunyan Bandits versus.
What are your thoughts on the game?
What?
What are your thoughts on the game? You're looking at the other team. What do you think?
I think it's going to be close. I think top draft is going to determine a lot how we want to play it and how Provoker's going to play it. Probably Mordekaiser. I think it's going to be a mid lane focus of like accelerating Prince Femboy versus getting Moxie in the help he needs. And then bot lane, I hope that my bot lane can crush it so that we can carry through that. That's what my opinion is on it.
Yeah, this weekend is big ego check energy Twix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. What do we? Oh my god, it's Bunyan Bandits versus 15 Fast. Someone's gonna win a game.
Someone's gonna win a game.
It is literally impossible after this weekend to have two teams that haven't won.
Unless they could just call it a truce. They could take the tie. But yeah, someone's gonna win this weekend. And who is it gonna be? I think it depends on if Rek'Let shows up. We're talking about ego checks. I think Rek'Let needs to put in what we think he's capable of, and carry that team to victory.
Yeah.
And then, it's the Jordan bot lane. Gotta get him fed and get him on target, I think. Don't let him get behind.
Wait. Yeah, you got to get him fed and you got to keep him fed.
Exactly.
You have to make sure that he doesn't bruiser position as an AD carry.
He's hungry. All right, got to give him that beans and toast.
Yeah, he's thirsty for the int.
Yeah,
he wants a cuppa.
And then that's J Cam versus Cam too. That's gonna be good. I want to see what the matchup is there.
Someone's dying.
Someone's dying a lot. That's for sure. There might end this with only 9 people in the game. So that'll be a good game. And then the last game of the week, 2 versus 5, we got Rubber Duckies versus Brother Bears.
That's a banger matchup.
That's a banger. Jeez.
The bot lanes in that game, that's like the number 1 and number 2 bot lane in the league.
These are just 2 good teams, right? They're both up there. Brother Bears undefeated, and then Rubber Duckies is tied for second, I believe.
Yeah.
And I think we have the great bot lanes. We have our top 2 voted junglers here, Twix and Paradox, and then we got Pierre and Commander in the top lane. So I think
that top matchup's really going to decide a lot that game.
Yeah, definitely. And like we were saying, like what you draft and how you draft it is going to be the pace of the game in the top lane. So whatever, maybe Pierre's cooking up something new. I don't know what he's been up to.
If anyone can shut down Pierre's playstyle, it's Commander.
Yeah, at least keep it controlled, right? That's what it's all about. Don't let them get crazy. Don't lose your tower at 10 minutes.
Yeah, I see a Yorick in my future.
True. Maybe have we unbanned Yorick? Is there no more double ult?
No more. No. There's still a double ult, but it's not banned in the league anymore.
We'll just let him in.
Yeah.
I think these are some good matchups we got based on what's been happening. We got some ego checks, some redemptions, and some just good games going on.
Yeah, I'm excited for this week. All 3 games are real good. Weewoo on the bye week, prepping up to play against you guys the next week. So they'll be watching Tom Holland in preparation,
taking notes, watching the tape.
Yeah. Well, that might not be the best game for watching bot lane tape because it's being on the other side.
Yeah, true. Well, yeah. They'll be good. I'm excited. I've been liking the league. I think we've got some great games. Let's keep the energy up. Let's keep doing stuff like this, stuff like the All-Star game, meme game. Get some hype going, and let's get rolling.
Yeah. All right.
Well, thanks for tuning in for another Monday Night League. Let's play some games and do it again.
Yeah. Be safe out there.
All right. See ya.